So how's it going, YouTube? Today we're going to be reacting to my most viral video, which is also a reaction video, but of people reacting to my powerlifting compilation. So let's get started. So yeah, actually this video was inspired by Matt Venna, so I copied Matt Venna's video that he posted that had like 5 million plus views. I'd say it's around 2019-ish, where powerlifting was less popular in commercial gyms and not everyone was deadlifting 660. So yeah, it was a better time for your ego. Thankfully, I do not go back to this gym that I was making these videos at because this was in 2019. Haven't returned back. I'd probably get a suspension or penalization. So the backstory of why I made this video was that I was training hard, kind of annoyed that I had to stop powerlifting, and I still want to make content because I was making TikToks, I was making videos about random facts. Fast forward, I want to make viral content. So I had a lot of clips of my training with people kind of reacting to my training. And honestly, when I'm training, I don't really care for the reactions. It's just kind of happens. So it's not like I purposely record my set so that people could look at me lift, which would be kind of weird. It just happens to happen. So I have a ton of clips from just kind of tracking my progress training. Obviously, I don't really want to put people's identity out there online, but I was kind of pissed and I was like, fuck it, lockdown. I'm not gonna see these people for like 2+ weeks because lockdown's gonna be like 2 weeks, right? So yeah, fast forward 2 years, obviously the pandemic was long as hell. And this is the reason why I do not do these videos till this day, is because purposely looking for reactions and posting on the internet is not so cool unless you ask them for their approval. Did I ask for approval? Nah. It's all good, right? It's been 4 years by now. So honestly, I actually admire people that eye spot. I know it's like a bit of a meme in this video, but when you eye spot someone, it's actually very considerate to make sure that someone does not die in their set. I definitely eye spot people and look away as soon as they're done the set so it doesn't look like I'm miring. So obviously it's allowed to mire, but you don't want people to get the wrong message. So yeah, like eye spotting, completely valid. I think if you're an eye spotter, you're a good dude in general. Damn, has a lot changed since 2019. And I'm not just speaking about my training technique or form. The style, the shoes I wear, lack of angle. Yeah, I became a little bit of a gym snob with social media, but at least it looks somewhat better, right? Anyways. Now this gym, this is not my regular gym. This is McGill Gym. I think I snuck in there because you're not allowed having day passes. Actually, you could probably pay $20 for a day pass, but it's too cheap to pay the 20 bucks. I snuck in through the back side of the room. And I also did not return to this gym, so I don't really care if people's faces are in it or not. But I was peaking for a meet. I think this was about 2 weeks out from a meet. And I felt pretty damn good because I was able to use a stiff bar like about 2 weeks before training. And if you guys did not know the difference between a stiff bar and like a commercial gym power bar, is that stiff bar has better knurling, so you can have better grip, and it bends less depending on what type of weights you have. If you have really chunky weights, you're still gonna get some bend in the bar. But if you have pretty thin like steel plates, they're not gonna bend nearly as much on a stiff bar versus a generic hybrid lifting bar, which is what most gyms have. And they're pretty dangerous because they don't have the center knurling, so if you're trying to squat, you need to chalk up that mid part so it doesn't slide down your back on low bar. But also it bends more in your hands and you're going to need more chalk because the knurling's less aggressive, because the common person is not a powerlifter, so they don't really care about grip strength. I did bro dirty on this one. Just take a moment to look at how high those shorts are. And lack of quads. This is like an 80s look, honestly. I am so glad I trained my legs, or prioritized training my legs, to look less like this. I don't even have the confidence for shorts like this. I think those shorts in particular are Nike shorts, and they were medium. Right now I wear an extra large to put that in perspective. I had some thin ass legs. I still relatively have thin legs for my size, my upper body size. It's pretty funny to see that the F's given were not there compared to now. And also, if you pay attention, these Converse shoes I'm wearing, I do not recommend those for squatting. I actually recommend something flat. Like, they have so many new Gen Z lifting shoes, notorious shits. All these flat shoes. All you really need is a swim shoe. You don't need to get some fancy ass powerlifting shoe. Get a swim shoe or go barefoot. Don't stick to Converse if you're currently squatting Converse. That's my mistake that I made earlier on. Also, if you lace the top lace of your Converse, you're gonna have restricted ankle mobility, so it's gonna feel even less stable when squatting. So make sure to loosen that top lace or keep the shoe pretty loose in general so that you're not pulling on the ankle forward when you're hitting depth. These boys were hyper focused on them eye spots. Now my question is, I wonder what these guys were thinking. Now, powerlifting was not as popular, and usually when you think about powerlifting in 2019, you think about this big fat dude or super genetic elites like Russell Swole. Now I don't consider myself a genetic elite, while I do have good genetics. I have a very attainable physique, but I have well above average strength. I think it was cool that people were staring because puts you into perspective that you do not have to just train like a bodybuilder, enjoy the gym. You could train like a powerlifter, you could train like any style of training. I feel like the social media space in 2019 and even before that was get shredded, look a certain way, David Lade, ab flex, and all this like aesthetic phase. When in reality, you can have so much more fun with the gym just by training a specific fashion and then rotate based on how you're feeling mentally about it, which is kind of like power building. It's not just training strength and hypertrophy, you're out. You just want to cycle how you feel and based to your needs. Like, it's not all about powerlifting goals. Sometimes you want to look a certain way to be more aesthetic because you think it's healthier long term for not only your physical but your mental as well. And yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you like this video. Like, subscribe, and comment below. Peace.